My dad was born in 1920. And he was a real country boy at heart. And I love to hear him get up in the morning to make his porridge. It would stick to the pan. He went out and panned for gold. He sold oranges on the side of the road to make money with his dad. And when World War II came around, he enlisted. He was part of the cavalry, where they actually had horses, and his horse was Charlie, the horse. One of the stories he told me about that is during the Battle of the Bulge, the United States suffered really, really heavy casualties. His battalion, 6th Armored Division, was stationed out in the front, and they had transitioned from horses to tanks. The American tanks just stood out in the snow. The enemy was just killing them off because you could see them. And it happens that one of the guys' girlfriends had sent him some white shoe polish for his shoes. And what they did is they took the shoe polish, and he had just enough shoe polish to put dots on 3 tanks, and it was only enough to do the 3 tanks, and my dad's tank was the last one that they did, and only those 3 tanks survived. Out of the entire battalion, my dad was one of the few survivors, and he was awarded a Purple Heart because he would get out of the tank and pick up these guys and put them in on the tank, because he couldn't put them inside the tank because it was so small. He tells some really funny stories about the war also. Right before they went out to the front, they were stationed in a town in Britain, and they were gambling, and he won $500, which back then $500 was a lot of money. And so he decided to send it back to my grandmother here in California. He put it, put it in the mail and everything, gave it to the postman, and off they went to the front. And when they got back about 6 months later, the snow had melted and so on and so forth. And it turned out that right after they had left, there had been an air attack, and the postman's truck was blown up. And so they were looking through the rubble and stuff, and he found the letter that he had mailed to his mom with the $500 still in it. So he took that and he sent it back to California, and it made it back to California. I guess to sum it up, my dad, he had survivor's guilt, and he decided that God had spared him because he had to do something great in his life, something different. And those were values born out of living an extremely adventurous life. Lived until he was almost 90 years old. But he was an amazing, amazing man.
Today